the team back, enjoying a bit of alfresco, as they say. Weather's been bloody hot, as we all know. So yeah, we're coming from outside today.
Well, I weren't sitting in there.
No, absolutely, yeah. It was a bit of a sweatbox there, wasn't it? So
I'm baking and eggs on the kitchen table.
Right, so yeah, as I say, here we are, enjoying the weather outside. Obviously, Goodwood's just around the corner. Don't forget, we've got the competition, which we'll just have a quick reminder now. Don't forget to get involved and yeah, get over there, comment, share and follow us. Just follow the instructions, it's all there for you, and see if you can win yourself a painting from Caroline.
Bloody good one and all.
But as I say, we all know they're fantastic, we bought myself, so anyway then, we'll crack on then, boys. I'm sure we've all got things we want to do tonight. Obviously Goodwood just around the corner. Again, we can't look at everything because, as we all know, there's just so many races.
You got that, and you got the Galway.
Yeah, and of course you got
jumps.
Jumps coming back. Yes,
we could literally be here all night with that.
So yeah, we can't look at everything, but we'll start with the Goodwood Cup then, boys.
Writes itself.
It's a good job we don't tip.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, it's the only interesting thing I suppose about it is that obviously with Frankie's ban, been reduced to only 6 days. He misses the first 2, which for him. God, that's tough.
It's the worst 2 days.
Because Stradivarius. And seeing he's obviously picked up the ride, as we all know.
Yes, yeah.
On a horse that we probably just have to steer around.
Yeah.
He's got some tough competition, as always. Obviously, Order of St George, obviously an O'Brien horse will probably head the charge behind. But, like you were saying, it's not... I don't know. Can you see past it?
No, the problem is he's beaten everything that's having another go at him.
It's hard to make a case looking at that list, isn't it, really? Let's be honest.
None of them are reopposing on better terms. None of them are reopposing on more favourable ground. He walked around Ascot last time. Absolutely, yeah. It is difficult to make a case for anything. As I say, he's beaten everything else that was in there. Torsador, the Zarabad that ran a second last time. Order of St George. Again, didn't look himself, but I think again was just beaten by a much better horse on the day. So again, it's very difficult to make a case for anything else that's in that race. If you're talking place monies, again, O'Brien will have his probably say, but
charge. I mean, it's tough though, isn't it? Because Order St George is, or was, touted as one of those horses that was going to be unbreakable. And he does keep throwing him in against Stradivarius, even though they have found it very difficult to reel him in. Surely he must feel at some point, if I keep going, I can break Stradivarius now. He must trust Order St George enough. I mean, he only lost by 3 lengths. I say only 3 lengths. It's quite a large gap considering between Stradivarius and Order St George there were 2 other horses. Can he turn that 3 lengths behind?
No, and again, I think the problem is that, as I say, Stradivarius won that. Probably going away.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a pushed out three length win. It was comfortable. You can make a case for a couple of others. Obviously, you've got Court of Mind in there for William Hagga, who won last time out. But again, he's facing much stiffer opposition this time round again. So it is difficult to sort of see him being beat. Stranger things have happened, but I can't see it. And again, when the card came out. 5 to 4, even straight in now 4 to 7, so it's barely even backable.
It sounds like everyone has the same opinion.
Effectively,
isn't it? Really, everyone's kind of come out and go, I'll lump on quick.
So yeah, away from sort of tipping anything, but it's probably going to win. And betting wise, you'll probably be looking to double it up, triple it up with something else. I wouldn't be backing it on the nose. I dare say it'll be less favourable than that on the day as well.
And so if we're talking about doubling it up, we'll move on. What would you double it up with, Neil? We move on to the Wednesday.
Let's have a look.
We'll look on to. Was it the Sussex?
Sussex is the next one on the Bet 365.
Again,
Let me catch up.
Again, Atzini's almost landed on his feet again in that one, isn't he?
Without Parole. We discussed this last time out as well, and we said we weren't
sure of what it was.
how good this horse actually is. But now you're talking 4 races in, unbeaten on all different types of tracks, all different types of conditions, and I do think that the stiffer ground, which we anticipate we're going to get, looking at the weather at the minute, even if we get a day of rain, I can't imagine it's going to cause too much of a change. 13 to 8, probably 6 to 4, if not worse, on the day. One again at Ascot last time out, the likes of Gustav Klimt, Wootton as well, who's won since then. Tip to win as well, who's going to be featuring in different races that week.
Yeah, I mean, you got Expert Eye in there as well. Now, obviously, up in the air of where to place Expert Eye at the moment, but I would be interested to see.
Again, it's another also that sort of people have spoke about or talked favourably about, you know.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough one because again, it's difficult to see past Without Parole. Certainly not as strong as favourite as Stradivarius with what's behind, because obviously it would seem like Rhododendron might run. Obviously Gustav Klimt is in there at the moment, so it's a stronger O'Brien battalion that he's effectively sending out in this race.
Yeah, you could see Rhododendron and Lightning Spear again going at it, probably behind Without Parole. You've got Rhododendron that beat Lightning Spear in the lock-ins last time out. I know we've touched on that before. But again, if you're talking battling it out,
there's definitely a few more there.
It's a tougher race.
You might not put your mortgage on them, but
I don't think that's as straightforward as what Stradivarius has got.
No.
But you're talking 4 out of 4 in every type of condition, every type of track, and I dare say it'll probably be 5 out of 5. But again, that's why we don't tip. Anything could happen. But that's a fairly decent double if you look to get online and get the prices early. That's a decent double.
It's difficult to take that one, isn't it? Really, if we're being honest, it's a very tough.
If you get 13 to 8, you can get 13 to 8 now. I'll probably be taking that. As I said, I dare say it'll be a lot less favourable.
So do you know what I feel on the day? I'll probably plump for like you mentioned, Lightning Spear. There's definitely another good run in that horse. Very unlucky, finishing second at Newbury, and then obviously follows that up with a third at Ascot. He will always be there or thereabouts. He runs a very good, very solid race. You know, whether it be Lightning Spear, I don't know. Not Lightning Spear. Sorry, whether it be Without Parole, I don't know. But I just think that he's due a win.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see actually, because again, that's saying he's picked up the ride. Lucky on Andrea again. Jim Cranley will obviously be riding Big Bank for Andrew Baldwin, and then you've got after that, we assume Sheen Murphy that'll be riding Lightning Spear, but not 100% confirmed yet. And then you've got Gustav Klimt and Rhododendron similar in the back.
I can't have Gustav Klimt know myself. There's just something I am not convinced by.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I don't know.
A nudge itself would be who Ryan Moore gets on, wouldn't it?
That's the thing.
I'm afraid he goes in, for me, the same category as the likes of, say, like Kew Gardens as well. I'm just not completely convinced by him.
But the thing is, Kew Gardens has turned form around
since we saw it at Lingfield.
It has.
Lots changed.
But I'm still just not. You know, I mean, it's just one of them ones where you look at this. You know, you look at your odds and that, and you just think, this is something that just makes me think I can't put my money on it.
There's a few others in there at bigger prices. Clemmings being is drifting out. Actually, I'm still waiting for that horse to run a mighty race. Threading as well from Mark Johnston. Can't rule out Mark Johnston at any given occasion. Again, I do think the favourite will win it.
I think ultimately what you've got to say, sorry, cut you off there. I think ultimately what you're saying is within this race, the so-called also rans, they are a lot more closer in ability terms than in Stradivarius' race. You know what I mean? You've got 2 horses and then a gulf in class, basically, in a way. Whereas this, the margin's a lot.
As I said,
closer.
They've all got a lot to do with Stradivarius, because invariably he's beating everything that's going to be facing him next time out. We did say, we were quite clear, we said we worked Without Parole, we weren't sure what. what it was, what it could be, but 4 out of 4 now. So
it's not
I think
bad,
we're all convinced, and one of those was Ascot. We even debated on the train up there just how good Without Parole was, and it hosed up. So nothing left to prove. It would be a shock if it didn't win, and again, it's a backable price, as we said.
Yeah, fair it is.
Just quickly before we move on to Thursday, I'm going to jump onto the jumps because you've got a decent meet over in Galway, as we know, and on the Wednesday itself, the Galway Plate, which has got some big runners in it, and ones that we've liked and followed before. I mean, you've got Sub-Lieutenant, again, not guaranteed to run.
No.
But they'll all be out and about that week. These are the sort of horses you'll see. You get Sub-Lieutenant, Vaseline Lido, Jury Duty, Snow Falcons there. But the one that I like, and also Jacob had messaged us, didn't he, that he'd had a word on, and he will be probably going into that in detail on the website. But there's Tully East back over the chasing course.
Yeah.
He's been hurdling. Well, attempted a hurdle. It didn't go as well as they'd liked. Back over the chase fences, and 8-1 apparently seems a decent bet at the moment. Again, it's a tough race, but from what we've heard,
again, as you say, looking at the odds, there's not a huge lot to split them.
No, I mean it'll be a big race anyway. I mean there's a lot in there that will go out, and there's a lot in it. I mean the plotting shed's in there.
Yeah, I was going to say one that I
like throughout the whole of the season,
yeah.
and again either pulled up or finished second. Yeah, couldn't make up his mind.
Yeah, I like the look of Jury Duty for Gordon Elliott. I always like Gordon Elliott.
I did as well.
Over in Ireland, he's going to have his say. He was third last time out behind Storyteller, who's done some really good things.
I seem to remember that was a race that I won an absolute fortune on when he picked all 5 winners.
Exactly.
In an acre.
Monbeg Notorious as well was second that day.
One of the bookmakers had a heart attack that day, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean Mark Walsh was riding for Gordon that day, and I think he just left himself a little bit too much to do, but made up a hell of a lot of ground over the last sort of 3. But I think with a bit of a keener approach to it, could be there or thereabouts, and again decent price. So I think you get about 10s at the minute. So that'd be the one that I would go for.
See, one of mine's running in there, Drumcliff, who's again a bit like you say, plotting shed. He's a little bit up, a little bit down. Can't seem to quite make his mind up if he's going to be brilliant or not, sort of thing.
And again, we don't know what sort of jockey bookings they're going to get on this one.
I actually had him in a race probably a couple of weeks ago now, and he was at 16s or something like that. And I just said to my sister at the time, I said, I know you might not look at him, he's only 16s and it's a big field. I said, but he's one of them. If he turns up, you know? And lo and behold, I did stick a load on it. I might have only had a 5 on it, but he won very well. And he looked, much better than the rest of the horses in the race. Yeah. He was jumping his fences better than the rest of them. You know, I mean, it was one of them sort of like early or late, whichever way you want to look at it, sort of races in the calendar, and and there were just some sort of what you might call average horses out for a run, and he just happened to be the better horse on the day. So obviously that's not going to be the case all the time, but I did say to her, I said, look, you could put some money on it. I said he might not win. I went, but if he turns up with his best game, he's got a very good chance of winning this, and he did. Lo and behold, he did.
Yeah, he got Peregrine Run in there as well. I was looking at actually had a run last week. Beaten in the 4th by Wicklow Brave, Vanovich.
Yes,
well.
Again, I saw that. I don't think I had him that day.
Should come on for that run as well. Again at 10s, so
also in there. At 16s, who has been kept up to his work on the flats, is Townshend.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to pick out a Mullins horse. But it is a horse that, as long as was not that long ago. 18th of July.
I had a run again last week. Down in Leopardstown as well.
So
it's one that I always. Whether you're in a Mullins camp or not, whichever way you look at this sport, you know what I mean, whether you side with one jockey or one trainer and that, you know what I mean, for me, again, it's another one that I sort of scroll through and stop and go, oh, you know what I mean?
Sticks out, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have to give it a bit of thought. You can't just dismiss it, you know.
Alright, but anyway, I just wanted to bring that jump.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I'm missing the jumps.
We all love. Everybody knows we love the jumps, but
massive jumps fan. But I mean, if we move on to the second, the Nassau Stakes, Group 1 action again at Goodwood. Decent field again in that.
Yeah,
I mean,
got
top of the race,
as well.
Coronet.
Which is that could be the way that it goes. Happily is in there. Wild Illusion, Coronet, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, again, when when you look at it, O'Brien's he's got what you could 5 or 6 in there. So obviously we know, and the names of the horses, you know, he's not going to run them all. No. He certainly isn't going to run Magical, Magic Wand, Happily, Forever Together. You know, he could if he wanted, but I don't think he will. He's probably got other ideas for them. You've also got Bilston Brook.
Yeah.
At 12s, obviously, since the Guineas win, not really found much form, not really kicked on like we was probably hoping in some respects. You know, when we were looking at when we first talked about winning the Guineas at 66-1, and we said, well, it's not a usual Guineas winner that we can say through the rest of the season that is going to clear up. We'd like to have done, because it's nice to see that sort of smaller horse, not necessarily smaller yard, because it's Hannon, isn't it? So it's not necessarily a smaller yard, but you know, not one of the bigger names, should we say? You know, but not really come on from there.
No. There are a few decent sorts in there. I would probably stick with Wild Illusion, to be honest with you, who's for the Godolphin team. So had a couple of decent seconds at Epsom and Ascot in his last 2 runs, both behind O'Brien horses. I think one's for Ever Together, the other one Magic Wand, who's won last time out as well. Again,
like you say, time will come though, won't it? You know, so
it has to. He'll get his head in front at some point, and at 7s, I think that's that'd be mine.
So I think, because obviously, so Frankie will be back, so he'll be on Coronet, I'd imagine, for Gosden.
Yes.
And that's probably where I'll be heading towards when I'm in the bookies, to be honest with you, is Coronet. I think it's tough. Not the most consistent as in winner, but will always be in the running. You know, the last furlong, you still believe there's a chance that the horse will or could get something, but she hasn't really.
Yeah, it was a decent second over in France last time. Got beat into in the second by an Andre Fabre horse, which was out favourite that day, but did win before that. Form itself is decent enough. I do think there's a few in there. If Rhododendron has a run as well, I'm not sure which route they're planning on taking down, but
It's like you say, it is going to be a tough one to call where any of these go.
Yeah,
so we are going on a basis of what we know so far. You can guarantee a few will go to certain races that they're in. They can change their mind. It's just the luxury of being an owner and trainer, isn't it? Really, you can make your mind up where they go and pick and choose.
Mad flip, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
I'm a trooper. Look at him. Looking at that, I personally, I'm drawn to Wild Illusion, possibly. According to obviously we've got here Bet365, we've got Sear Class as joint favourite.
Yeah.
I was certainly jumping for joy when Doyle smashed in the hat trick the other day. Won me some money, so obviously made it a little bit more exciting. But I've always been a little bit of a fan of Sear Class. I've backed him on most occasions he's run, and he put in a good show the other day. To give Doyle the hat trick, so
I'm not convinced that'll be the race. You've got Urban Fox in there as well. One at 9 to 1 last.
But bar that, I think maybe I might be steered toward Wild Illusion again.
If Sear Class runs in that changes everything. I'm just not convinced that'll be the race.
So they got Fredding in there at 10 to 1, but again, just one that I'm just not quite convinced with yet.
Can't rule out anything from Art Johnson.
No, don't get me wrong. He knows what he's doing, but there's been a few times where I thought, this is his race. This one's not in the bag, but like this is his to lose in a way. You know what I mean? And he has come up short a couple of times for me. And as I say, that's nothing to take away from his ability and obviously, like I say, there's no diss at Johnson at all. But sometimes it just happens that way. You just think, oh right, now you've got your chance. This is your chance. You know what I mean? And
there's just always something that's just a little bit short for him.
So being a Group 1, that'll be one of the better races of the week.
Absolutely.
So, be an interesting one.
No worries. Shall we have a look at probably a tougher race to pick on the Friday? Just quickly before we move on to the is the Golden Mile. Now that's where you're going to.
We've all attempted it.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough race to call. Right, we can all pick these easy sort of races. We have mentioned a lot of the Class 1, Group 1 races, and you've got your likes of where we can turn around and go Stradivarius Without Parole double. It's not guaranteed.
No.
But they're easy to pick from.
Yeah, it doesn't take like an expert of the sport to sort of do
now the Golden Mile obviously has 4,000 entries in already, so we're not saying that these are certified entries, but
It just goes on and
Have a look.
doesn't
Have
it?
a look and tell me what you think.
One that is this, which is likely, which is a William Hagga's horse, is a horse called Mankib, who Jim Crowley will probably ride on this occasion. Won last time out at Newbury, and I say it's likely purely because it was 33 to 1 a couple of days ago. It's now down at 12, so the betting suggests that this is a likely runner. Again, he's got nothing form-wise before that, but ran a blinder last time out in this sort of company. So I think the fact that that's a likely runner. What's the date today? So it's 26. So it was only 5 days ago. So it was the weekend that had its run.
Yeah.
And I think we'll come on for that. And assuming it does go at 12s, again very backable.
I will go with the same silks. I like Tabrak.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one I asked for.
Yeah, if I'm honest, again, it's going to be depending on who's on that, because the silks you'd assume Jim Crowley would be quite. Well, it's quite a clearer picture on who he sits on. Yeah. Oh yeah, so he might be just lightly on that. So, but okay, last race, fourth in a very small field, but it was a field that had the likes of
Where was that
So Beloved, Sir Dancelot,
Newmarket.
Yeah.
I think that was the
Larchmont
race
Lad, Dutch
covered
Connection.
on ITV, if I remember rightly, and it was either Jason Wheeler was quite sweet on him, or it was what's his name, Kevin, the Irish fella. What's his name, Kevin?
It'll come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. It was either him or Jason Weaver. It was one of the two. I can't remember. And they were sort of quite sweet in that race.
Yeah, I mean he's
didn't quite do it.
He's
but-
beaten Sober Love before.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at the date. It was at Haydock. I think it was back in May, in listed race. Again beat Muxasim as well from there. Arkanda and Sober Love back into fourth. So lost his way ever so slightly, but again stepped up in grade. So that's probably going to
just allowed a little bit of betting in time. Again, it's going to be a large field regardless, not as big as the betting suggests at the moment. So you could look into this. It was just one of those that I thought I'll pluck out and see what, not advice, because I'm sure there are people out there that can give better.
Yeah.
But we can all pick odds on favourites. These are the sort of races where if you're into making a bit of money, if you can pick it and you know your stuff, you look at those sort of races, those sort of prices, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
In that respect.
And I might be tempted to look at Sharjah Bridge.
Bavarian horse.
Roger Varian. Yeah, decent rating, 120 at the moment. Not quite the highest from what I've seen so far, just scrolling through.
That would probably be what I'd say he's riding on.
But yeah, again, he's he's been there before, hasn't he? And
I think lost its way slightly last time out after a couple.
yeah,
of
it looks like
seconds,
it. Looking at the form,
to be
recent
honest
form
with
it
you, but
does.
it was 8th of the 16th and at Ascot, I think it was. So again, got a little bit to find, but we thought Mirage Dancer was the one to beat on that day, and back into 5th. So
What do we know?
we don't know anything.
Gilgamesh in there, he's gone off
That's what I
favourite
mean.
a few times recently, I've noticed.
It's a tough race. That
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of these are testing themselves.
Yeah, of course.
New surroundings, stepping up in trip class, everything. So it's a difficult one to call, but that's why the betting's so favourite.
Yeah.
no, exactly. I just thought I'd pluck that one out there, try and catch you off guard. But
I'd say I think you can just have a little scroll down there. A couple from Johnson, haven't you again?
Queenie's got one in there. As well,
Yeah. Richard Hannon, that Medium or Medhayum or something you pronounce it. Again, another horse where I've seen him out during like say your weekday racing, your average sort of racing, and people say, oh yeah, that's a good horse, you check that one out, sort of thing, Again, not the best form in the world, but looking at that 5-4 0 there, also wasn't a good one there, but 4 again. So he's relatively consistent. Okay, he's not winning, but again, could it be the race where he finally gets one?
All right, well, moving on. Go on to obviously the 3rd, August the 3rd. You got Batash, and Co. in the King George.
the King George?
Qatar Stakes. Now this is a tough race. I mean, well, according to the betting, it's not so tough.
No.
You have got catches in there. Take Cover, Havana Grey, recent cover winner. So it's not, I say that it's not the toughest of races. Batash, if bouncing back from
Yeah, Battash
Ascot,
was rated
but
one of the highest sprinters.
Yeah.
I think it was only sort of behind sort of Harry Angel at one point. They may have even sort of overtaken him.
But obviously you had all that where the hassle during the stall, hind leg caught, they still opened the gates.
That was Harry Angel, wasn't it?
Oh, that was Harry
That
Angel.
was Harry
Sorry,
Angel.
in that
Battash
race, sorry,
got
Harry
beaten
Angel.
out
Sorry,
sight
yes.
by
I think
Blue
more,
Point, that was it, because we called Battash or
Lady
Lady Aurelia.
I think
Aurelia
you were right
said
first
sadly
time,
been
and I think what you
retired.
said was right first time, and he was very disappointed. Well, both of them were, and
Battash
he's
took
kind
Well,
of got
Battash will
bounced
come back.
Yeah, I'll make a case for
To
him
be
because
fair.
again, it was disappointing in the betting terms because most people have gone there and hammered the favourites, which is fair enough. It had been talked up as a 2-horse race. We did that and we looked very, very silly. But I don't think he ran a bad race. He didn't say he was second. Still
beat by a
the
better
likes of
horse.
Lady Aurelia. Blue Point again. We was told by someone on the day, family member who's got connections in the Godolphin yard, that Blue Point would need to run the race of his life to win it, but has the potential to do that.
Yeah.
He's gone and done that, and absolutely bolted up and will go on and win a lot more races after that. Battash again is not facing anything.
I was just going to say, would you say that we'll bounce back on the basis that this, not that it's there's lesser ability, but there's no horse like Blue Point.
No, I mean
No horse like Lady Aurelia because retired since a very decent horse. There is nothing of that capabilities in this. Yes, you've got Havana Grey, recent Curraway. I mean, Muthmir 14s. It's just not.
No,
It's not the horse that we'd like. I mean, since the comeback where Muthmir won at Haydock, literally slipping down. Since then, it's like a first, a second, and a third. You're going the wrong way.
Yeah, we're assuming there's nothing of that quality that's in this race, but again, we didn't think Blue Point was of that quality.
No,
I would say,
Even
and
though,
again, it's not done on paper. Nothing is in any sport. But if Battash runs as well as he did at Ascot, chances are it wins this race. Unless, as you said, something else comes
I've got to
up
be honest,
as
I'm not convinced really, and I can't really have had a grade that high up in the odds. I know that the odds are not
Did beat
the
Mabs
tightest,
Crosser,
but I don't know.
No.
But that was a good race, and I didn't back it.
No.
I was on Mabs Cross, but again, another one where I've seen it run and I've watched it and thought, just how good is it? Is it a good horse or not? You know what I mean? I'm again still just unconvinced by it, really.
Definitely. I mean, like Neil said, to be fair, you can see Battash bouncing back. Well, regardless of the field being of a lesser quality or whatever, the horse itself is a much better horse.
I don't think he ran a bad race last time out. I think
No.
he just got beaten by something else that was better on the day. He's over 5 furlongs. He's an absolute speed demon.
Yeah.
So again, I just think at this track as well.
Yeah.
I think we'll see even better from him.
And the ground probably.
Yeah.
Isn't going to be an inconvenience, is it? Really?
No.
Oh, well, I don't think
For an
so.
out-and-out sprinter, this is
No,
ideal.
yeah, you
this
think
is,
so,
This
wouldn't
is
you?
what
Yeah.
Battash is. It's all
Yeah.
about the speed.
Yeah.
Gets a good break.
And he'll be gone.
I think so.
Yeah.
Could be definitely. But I mean, there's so much racing. To be fair, I
Yeah,
mean, we
it's
could
tough,
carry on.
isn't it?
We
Yeah.
could carry on, couldn't we? Really, but it's one of those where there's, they're the main what you call races throughout the week.
Yeah.
One of us is going to come back with egg on our face, but
Yeah,
again,
absolutely.
I'm personally, but again, we don't tip. Battash, Stradivarius, Without Parole, decent little treble.
Does
We're
look
going to
like a
get
decent treble.
9s or 10s quite easily.
Yeah.
What do you say your nap of the week is?
I'm not going to say Stradivarius
you've
because
got-
it's not backable.
You've called those three, so they're obviously what you would class as your top three.
Reluctantly, well, I say reluctantly. It's not reluctantly because Mazzini's picked it up. I would say Without Parole.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I
on this
think-
ground, after everything that I've seen that we've watched it beat so far, at 13 to 8, backable.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd say Battash,
There you go.
personally. I think that'd be the nap of the week. From my point of view, again, not tipping, but
Yeah.
to ask, and they are the three clear top horses that are going. I think that one will be tough to beat.
Well, you've just confirmed my treble. Thank you very much indeed.
Shall I get the money? From
Yes,
you?
please do. Yes.
Hey, up there.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's going to be with that, and obviously, because obviously we're filming on Thursday, obviously we've got the weekend's races,
Yeah.
which is going to be a belter as well.
Yeah, some good
Um,
cards, aren't there? Yeah.
Will Cracksman run? Not? I mean, we don't know. They're assuming that there's going to be a bit of rain, but to be honest with you, with the desert weather we've had for the last couple of weeks, I can't see it making much of a difference.
No, and again, it's got a lot to do with Poet's Word, because Poet's Word beat him out of sight last time out.
Yeah.
So was that a bad run from Cracksman? No, because I think that Cracksman hinted at maybe not being as
well. Everybody was aware Poet's Word is a good horse, so you can't say like you just touched upon. Yeah. Was it a bad run? No, it was better.
No. Again, but Cracksman hinted at not being untouchable in the coronation.
When Frankie was went late, kind of thing.
Left it very, very late. Again, not a straight track, and it was a lot of weaving
had to
and
come around.
But literally, hinted then that it could be vulnerable. Last time out. I mean, Poet's Word again is no mug. It's obviously going to do some very, very decent things. And again, we'll win a lot of races, but I think Poet's Word beats it again. Truthfully.
And in the middle of the betting on that is
Crystal Ocean.
Yes.
Unbeaten in 3 as well.
So that's going to be a race now.
So I do like that horse as well.
And that will be a cracker of a race, to be fair. But it will start.
Well, obviously, if we hear anything, we'll be on Twitter. We'll get some tweets out if we hear any news that's affects the betting or whatever.
Yeah. Well, like I say, we've got Jacob as well.
Yeah, and of course, Jacob will be. He already has emailed us, so
yes,
he'll be up there with his selections for anything and everything, basically, won't he?
Yeah, his stuff will be on the website. I think it was Saturday, wasn't it, when he emailed us? Because at the moment he's doing a bit of travelling. Yeah, it sounds a bit Australia. He's on about New Zealand at the moment from Australia. But he's like I say, definitely worth following him. Do you know what I mean? He's just a genuine lad, and he does a lot of work and a lot of research.
He'll cover a lot of the races, as you say, not the smaller handicaps and things like that. So, for the betting people that look for doubles and trebles on the day.
The money ones, isn't it? Really, you know what I mean? Like I say, where you can try and make a bit.
100%.
So have a look.
So keep an eye on that. Look at the website and that, and
get on Twitter. Get that competition. Those
exactly. That's the thing. Get on there and see if you can win a. We're giving away 5 of them. You know what I mean?
So
we've got 5 available.
Ourselves, and they are fantastic.
We already know. We don't think we need to do anything. We know how good they are. It's down to you folks to decide. You know. But,
it's free.
Just get on there and get involved. And we'll don't forget, obviously, other works of Caroline's still there. You can still buy all her other work on the website. Also, if you love a bit of eBay, we've also got some stuff on eBay as well. Now we've got some of our artwork on eBay. I don't use it a great deal myself, but as I say, there are people out there that do. So get over to there, or like I say, or mainly the website. Really, that's the place to see the whole work that she does, everything she's got, and treat yourself.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck.
Lovely.